Chat, let me ask you guys a question that I probably should have asked earlier in the stream. How was everyone's week, Twitch chat? How was everyone's week? My week was stressful and yet super duper duper fun, chat. It was a little surreal, to be honest. Speaking of video games, it returns. Okay, I'll check that out in a second. It was good. Did anyone quit? No, but we got shot at, chat. We got shot at. Couple people died in scenarios. I mean, I died in the second scenario. I got shot in the head, chat. It was brutal, bro. It was brutal, chat. The scenario, and it's crazy, and I guarantee you guys will be like, Cap, that's not realistic. But like, so the point of Sims, and they told us, the point of Sims, chat, is to see how we're going to respond. Well, it's not just to see, like, it's to basically test our tactics. It's to see how we're going to respond to stress, how we're going to respond to certain situations and scenarios, because they're like, we can only do this during Sims. We can't do this type of stuff in the classroom, because is it easy, chat? Is it easy if someone asks you, okay, what would you do in this scenario? Like, it's easy. It's always easy to give the right. And me and my brother were talking about this. Me and my brother talked about this for like an hour, chat. Every single person can play Monday morning quarterback to a cop. You can be like, I wouldn't have done this, and that. Like, you don't know what the fuck you would have done, because you've never been in that situation. That's the honest to God truth, chat. Your stress is going, your adrenaline is going. It looks like you have all the time in the world, but you have to make split-second decisions. You know what I mean? That's the point of simulations. They want to see, what are you guys made of? What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna forget your fundamentals? Do you guys have survival tactics, etc., etc.? So one of the scenarios, chat. This was the second scenario. It was cranked up to a 10. They put a bag over our head, chat. I'm talking like Alu Akbar style, chat. They put a black bag over our head. We couldn't see anything. They walked us back probably about 50 yards into a room. You know what I mean? So we don't know where we are. And they separate me and my partner. They take the bags off. And they're like, do not turn around. And I'm like, monk ass. And they're like, when we tell you to turn, they're like, put your thumbs in the air if you understand. I'm like, okay. They're like, turn around when we tell you to react to the situation. Then you can turn around and start doing stuff. You know what I mean? So they do that, chat, and they separate me from my partner. Our backs are facing these walls, so we don't know what the hell is going on. They tell us to react. I turn around, trying to figure out what's going on, and there's a guy in a black suit, chat, hunched over with his hands kind of at his waist. What do you do, chat? What do you do? And you are in your partner. You can't. Initially, you don't see your partner, which you can, but your partner's on the other side of the room. What do you do? Leave him alone. Really? Okay. That's. What do you do, chat? What are you guys' first reactions? Back away. Press 1 if run. He has evolved. Wow, that was that was a leap. You guys do understand that, like, we do have to. Let me give you a little more information. The guy appears to be a 103M. That means 103 is disturbance. The M means mental. So the guy is talking like, he's basically saying gibberish out loud, chat. He's talking about his girlfriend and like just all types of just like random gibberish. So does that change how you're gonna react? And you guys also have to understand, police, chat, they don't pick their calls. We are summoned, chat. We are summoned. It's like when you summon a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. The fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card didn't want to be there, chat. The Yu-Gi-Oh, press 1 if the Yu-Gi-Oh card should just say, I don't want to be summoned. F you, 4B. The Yu-Gi-Oh card does not have any choice but to appear on the field because you fucking played it. The monster is just like in the TV show, chat. Dark Magician can't just be like, I don't feel like going out there, Yugi. You know what I mean? You summoned it. That's how police are, chat. Police are summoned. We are summoned because there's some sort of problem. Deal with the problem. That's what the public expect. You have been summoned here because there's a problem. Deal with the problem. So you can't, the option of just run. Can't do that, bro. Like, we can't just run away. We can't just be like, ignore him. So what are you guys doing, chat? Headshot. Leave him alone. Okay, I gotta leave him. When did it become illegal to talk to yourself? That's not the point. The point is you still have a disturbance. Like, police get called, chat, police get called, and everything that they get called for is not illegal. You know, you get called because there's a homeless guy standing outside your store. Like, that's not illegal, but it's like, we still gotta fucking deal with that shit. You know? I'm going to bed. Stop trying to summon me. Ask if he has any weapons. Okay. Well, since none of you guys seem to have the perfect answer, press 1 if I'm just going to wait for you to tell me what you did, Cap, and then I'm going to tell you you're wrong because I'm going to Monday morning quarterback you. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know what to do, but I'm going to Monday morning quarterback you. So, I start slowly approaching the man. And I'm like, sir, what's going on? The guy, let me turn this up, or what's it called, so you guys can see. The guy is like this, and he's just talking to himself. He's an old man, like, and we're pretty far back away from him, and he's just like that. We can't see his hands though. Which I now realize, chat, is a red flag. Yeah, not being able to just, that's a red flag. Anyways, as I slowly make my approach, chat, guess what he does? He goes like this, turns towards me, and what do you guys think is in his hand? Yes, it is a gun. He goes like this, and he is pointing straight in my direction. Hence why we wear this, the ballistic armor, and I had my helmet on. And by the way, if you guys think for some reason I'm lying about this, hold on. Nope, not on that side. Guys, see the little orange paint, chat? Right there in that corner. That's exactly where I got shot. Homeboy did not miss, chat. That's exactly, like, right in that temple. That's exactly where I got shot. He actually shot you? It wasn't for fucking, bro. You think guns are just for, like, play? They're just for look. Yo, he went like this. He came out, and I'm like, because it's happening. I'm like, fuck. Boom. Shoots me straight in the head. Now in Sims chat, they tell you just because you are hit or you are shot, do not, under any circumstances, give up or quit. That is like, that is a way to automatically fail the sim. So what I do is, I draw my gun, and I don't give any verbal command. Fuck that. You done already shot at me. No verbal command. I draw my gun, run. So the problem with running, chat, is there was no cover. So running really wasn't an option, chat. Like, we just had to stand our ground. There was no cover. Now, if you're saying just turn around and, like, we don't have the option to do that, chat. He had a handgun. He didn't have an assault rifle, chat. He didn't have an AR or an AK-47. So what I did, grab my gun, draw out, boom, 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 boom. They gave us 5 in the mag. I emptied 5. I'm like, fuck, this guy's not going down? Fuck that. Take the pouch out, drop the magazine, reload, shoot 3 more times. What they were looking for, chat. So what do you guys think they were looking for in this scenario? Hypothetically, would I have died if it was real life? Yeah, probably. But that wasn't what this scenario was about. Tackle? 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 Hold on. Tackle? Dark Emperor. Someone takes out a gun and shoots at you. You are going to tackle them? No. No. If they have a gun, that is lethal force, son. You use lethal force right, but there's no tackling. Fuck that. You done shot at me. We not doing hand. I got a baton over there, chat. Obviously, yes, I can tackle. I can rap. No, fuck that. You don't get to shoot at me and then expect me to tackle you. No, me shooting back, chat. My partner, I shot, I believe 8 rounds. My partner shot all 10. That was appropriate. And you guys be like, damn, Cap, y'all shot 18 times. Taser, fuck Taser too. Chat, someone's shooting at you. Fuck Taser. Fuck tackling. We shoot back. Anyways, what they were looking for specifically, chat, was something that they call the Combat L. Hold on, I wonder if I could Google it and show you guys. Maybe. Nope. I'd have to, well, capital L. All right, quickly, chat. So, like, to explain what the Combat L is, this is actually easier. What a Combat L is, chat, think of this, think of the letter L, right? A Combat L means that if me and you are the police and we have a bad guy, one of us is here, one of us is here at the 2 points of the L. It's a 90-degree angle. One of us is here, one of us is here. The bad guy is here. We always maintain this position. Why do you guys think that is? Anyone want to take a guess? Why do you guys think that we want to maintain this position? And it doesn't have to be this exaggerated. Like, you could be like right here. Wow, someone BP got it. So there's 2 primary reasons, chat, but BP got the most important reason immediately. So 2 people shooting, distance. He has. Oh, okay. Well, wow. All right, you guys got both. There's 2 primary reasons. You guys got them both. BP said one of them, chat. Rye said the other one. The reason why you take this position, or you make this, like, this is what you want, the L, like, you're here, I'm here, the bad guy's here. 1, we can never hit each other, chat. We will never shoot at each other. If the bad guy is here, how can we hit each other? Like, I would have to fucking aim. I'd have to turn my body away from the back and aim at you to hit you. We will never hit each other, chat. That's the number 1 reason, is like, we will never hit each other. If I'm here, you're here, bad guy's here, he starts shooting at us, we both shoot back, like, we're never going to hit each other. We'll hit him, maybe we miss him, but we will never hit each other. The second is what Rye said, chat. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, the second one, chat, is that the bad guy, can only aim at one of you, chat. If I'm here and the bad guy aims at me, how the fuck can he hit you? He can't. And that's what the scenario was, chat. Like, they want us to make the Combat L. The bad guy shot at me. Guess what my partner did, chat? My partner's like, all right, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like, if the bad guy shoots here, okay, then you get him. If the bad guy shoots here, I get him. You can't shoot both people at the same time. And don't be pulling some, Cap, what if he's fucking John Wick and like, stop. Stop. You know what I mean? If the fucking bad guy is John Wick, chat, you was never winning that anyways. The fucking bad guy is Neo from the Matrix and has bullet time. Okay, whatever. But, like, dual guns? Nah, that's not realistic, bro. Even if you have dual guns, you don't have dual eyes. Because they also, there's another thing that they also teach, chat, is once you shoot, they call it moving off the X. It basically means, like, move and shoot at the same time. Like, if I'm shooting from here, chat, I need to, like, shoot and then slowly start moving to the right or to the left. Like, don't stand in that same exact position. But yeah, like, you can have 2 guns. Like, you think your head has to pick a side, chat. If you think you can look straight and shoot perfectly through the 2 peripherals, like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. Strafe. Have you ever played airsoft? Nah. And I played paintball before, chat, but, like, now doing this police shit is just like, nah. You know what I mean? There's the Sims is more than enough. Another sim, and I'll add this one is easier to know what the fuck to do, chat. but there were still people who didn't get, like, they of course, chat, after we do the scenario, they scrutinize us. They're like, okay, you should have did this, you should have did this, you should have did this, you should have did this. We want you guys to do this. And like, all right, fine. Yes, we will do that, this, and the third. Next scenario, chat, or another scenario we did. I'll give you guys what's it called, just so you guys can kind of know. This is perfect, because this is what we were dealing with. Actually, this is like perfect. Black Dodge Durango, chat. It's a 107, which is a suspicious person or incident, but it can also be a suspicious car. They said that it is a possible 67A that is a stolen vehicle. Go investigate. We're like, okay. We're like, all right, so we got a stolen car. No biggie. We all approach this, chat, from the rear of the vehicle. You know, we're doing it basically as a traffic stop. We're all approaching kind of slowly because it's my sergeant's SUV, chat, and he has limo tint on his car. If any of you guys know what limo tint is, it's like 5% tint. You cannot see inside the car. It doesn't matter how much light. Like if you have a flashlight and you put it right there on the window, tint is specifically designed to reflect light, not to let it in. So the flashlight ain't gonna fucking help. You can't see inside my sergeant's car. We're going to the car, chat. We're going to investigate like we would, you know. As we get to the front of the car, what do you guys think happens, chat? Any guesses? What do you guys think happens? It comes out as, again, a potential 67A. They say that the car has been there a month. Gun, bomb. Really? You got me. The scenarios are crazy, chat. But I don't know if they're that crazy. Like we're not SWAT. Like I don't know if we've been trained to deal with what's it called. So as in our sergeant he was very sneaky, chat. He waited for everyone to do this. As we approach the car, by the way, how do you guys think that we should approach the car if there's two of us, right? Like if it's me and you, chat, do you guys think we should both be on the same side? Should we follow each other? How should we make our approach, chat? If we don't know what's inside the car and we just got to figure it out. F that. One driver, one passenger, both sides. Everyone knows that. L position. So you can't really do the tactical L on a car, chat, because it's like a fixed object and it's not going to move. However, yeah, you approach from different sides. Yeah, you do not have two people on one side, chat, because then it's like, well, who the fuck can't see what's happening on the passenger side? So yeah, as you approach the car, I'm trying to get like a shot from behind, but yeah, as you would approach the car, chat, one of you is on this side where the driver is, the other's on the passenger side. So anyways, as we get to the front of the car, we're all like, what's going on? We're trying to open the doors. There's nothing going on. Me and my partner, Kali, were on different pages because I was trying to open the doors and I was trying to signal to him that I was opening the door. And as I go to pull the door open, chat, he's at the freaking front of the car. He's at the front of the car, chat. I am right here. My partner is over here. And I'm like, oh my God, this is already fucking bad, bro. We're like, as you move, chat, from the back to the front, you're supposed to move in unison. That's already bad. Like the way that they hadn't been taught the thing that I was calling out to him. So I was like, I kind of understand it, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm right here stopped. My partner is all the way up here. I'm like, this is already fucking bad. So what happens is, chat, we start hearing gunshots. Gunshots that are loud and sound like they're being shot at us, chat, which they are. What actually is happening, chat, and I told my brother this, and he was like, that's fucking crazy. My sergeant is about 25 yards away on a hill by a wash house. He has a rifle. He's shooting at us. as all of us, chat, are doing our investigation on this car, and we're trying to like figure out what's going on with our sergeant's car. Live ammunition. Well, come on. Press 1 if they should have used live ammunition. 4B. No, right. No, stop. That's no. Not live ammunition. If our Sarge had live ammunition, chat, he would have killed half of our class. Easily. Now I wouldn't have got killed because I was on the passenger side. I wasn't driving, so like I wouldn't have got killed. But no, not live ammunition. He had blanks, but we didn't fucking know. We didn't know he had blanks. Chat. They sound just like real gunshots, or they sound just like real live rounds. However, they were blanks. We thought that they were the specialized bullets that we were using, the paint rounds. Chat. Anyways, what do you do, chat? What do you do? You're around this SUV at some point. You hear pow pow. Like, what do you do, chat? Give me what you guys do. What is your first reaction? Keep in mind you're actively getting shot at. Get under the car? The fuck? Get down and take cover like John Wick. Okay. Only the strongest may survive. Press 1 if use your partner as a human shield. That's actually use your partner as a human shield. Sacrifices must be made for me. Okay. So, what me and my partner Kali did immediately, chat, is we get behind. So our police car again is behind this SUV. But fuck that, chat. Why would we go back to the police car? That doesn't make any sense, right? We know we're getting after the second shot, chat. It clicks in my head. We're getting shot at. So we immediately get on the other side of this, away from because we don't even know where the shots are coming from, chat. But where you're supposed to get from, or where you're supposed to get to, chat, right here, behind the engine block. So I think Spy Fox said, Cap, bullets can pass through cars. That is true, chat. That is true. Like, even a 9mm, chat. Do you guys think that these doors will stop a 9mm? Because I'm going to tell you guys, chat, like, if you've seen TV and like, oh, Cap, the doors will stop the car bullets. Like, no, they won't. A simple 9mm, chat, which is what we use, it'll go right through this. Let alone that our sergeant was using a rifle, like an AK-47. That shit's going right through this, chat. If you think sitting behind the door like on television is it's not. The bullets will go right through there. And our bulletproof vest, chat, won't stop rifle rounds. It'll go through that too. So our bulletproof vests aren't going to stop that. There is one spot, chat, actually two, that bullets won't go through. They won't go through this engine block. That's one. And then they also say the rims, like where the tire is and stuff, that can give you protection. It's not a very big area, but yeah. So what we did in this situation, chat, we're getting behind cover. They want us to draw our weapons, not necessarily to shoot at the bad guy because he has a rifle and we have handguns. So obviously he has the huge distance advantage, chat. Not to necessarily shoot back at him, but try to get a description of him, and obviously we call it in on the radio, chat. Try to get back up there because we're outgunned, we're outpositioned, and pretty much just hold position. You know what I mean? Like, hold position, even though we're actively being shot at, chat. What do you mean? You don't agree with us being outgunned, Atenza? Like, dude, if the person has a rifle and we have Glock 17s, like, you think that we have that person outgunned? Because we don't. Yeah. They want you to stick your head out and get a description, if possible. It's so. You know what? I actually no. Atenza, I actually agree with what you're saying, right? I understand what you're saying. Not necessarily, hey, look up and because then you could end up getting shot. However, our sergeant, he said this and he was right. He gave us a lull, right? Not a lull like laughing, a lull where after initially shooting, chat, he went behind the building, then he came out he would stop shooting for about a minute, then he came back and kind of stood there just for a second with his gun, ready to fire. And like that little second was where you were supposed to like ID him. But even if you didn't ID him, it wasn't the end of the world because of what you're saying. It's like, they did not want to see people, chat, standing up straight behind the engine block because like that'll get you killed. You know what I mean? That you were supposed to just stay there. Now, would it have been wrong, chat, to chase the shooter? What do you guys think of that, chat? What do you guys think of the people who called it in on the radio but then once our sergeant went away behind the building, immediately followed and chased in. What would you guys think of that? Yes. Pass. Bad. That was incorrect. And it's for the reasons that I said earlier, chat. Like, yeah, he could be, he could be trapping, but it's not even just falling into a trap. It's like, bro, he's got an assault rifle, chat. That assault rifle can do infinitely more damage than the Glock 17 guns that we have, chat. They can hit from a longer distance. The rounds are larger. They can penetrate. The ballistic vest that they gave us, we don't know how many shooters there are. We've only identified one. There just wasn't any reason to advance at all. So me and my partner, we stayed behind cover, but there were a couple of things that we kind of fucked up on. They said that it took me too long to get my gun out. So there was that. Ego chasing. Yeah. Well, so there was like two guys, chat, that instantly ran in, or after calling it in, but like one of them was from the National Guard and the other had been a police officer before, and they were like, guys, that's ego, that's gonna get you killed. I'll give you guys the last scenario, and this one was crazy because we made mistakes on all the scenarios, chat. The last scenario was done once again with my sergeant's black Dodge Durango SUV, which you cannot see in at all. It looks just like this. See these two windows, chat? You see how you can't see shit inside this car? This is like my sergeant's car. He specifically has it like that, and he's a cop, so who's gonna pull him over? You know what I mean? The call comes out, chat, as a 94. 94 means gunshot. It's illegal discharging of a firearm, right? So illegal discharge is like, okay, illegal discharging of a firearm means that somebody hears gunshots, but they don't see the actual gun and they don't see the shooter, right? So it's like, because we were like, okay, what exactly does that mean? We asked one of the guys in the class, and he was like, that means gunshots. Like somebody in the neighborhood hears the gunshots, but they don't see it. So comes out, chat, as a 94, gunshots. How are you approaching that, chat? Does that make you think a little differently as you make your approach towards this SUV? Because I was driving for this scenario, chat. I wasn't working the radio. I worked the radio for every scenario except this one. What would you guys think? Like, would that put you? Would that elevate your blood? Would that make you a little stressed out? Get to the car. Press 1 if ram the car. 4B. Ram the car in the scenario. Just drive your police car. Just ram the car. Okay. Well, anyways. So I'm the driver. My partner Pearson, chat. Actually, I can show you him. Hold on. If it lets me get on my Google Drive. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Okay. This is my partner right here. Hold on, you guys can see him, right? Yeah. This is my partner for this call. For the call with the crazy guy, chat, who shot at us, my partner was this guy, Chigas. For the sniper call, my partner isn't in this picture, but yeah, my partner was the white kid. Chigas. Well, his full name is Laura /Chigas. He uses his mom's last name and his dad's last name, and he combined them, so it's Laura Chigas. But you know, sometimes we'll say LC or Chigas. Like when you've been in the police academy, chat, for like so long, with like everyone gets nicknames. Like we rarely say the full name for anyone. You know what I mean? We'll just be like, I'll say Chigas, and you know, everybody knows who we're talking about. But anyways, right? So this call comes out, chat, as a 94. There are gunshots. I'm driving to the location. I see the car. Because I hear the gunshots, I'm immediately, chat, I would say that I'm on like a 7, right? Like I'm not at a 10, chat, but I'm like a 7. Because what do gunshots mean? Okay, there's a gun somewhere around here, right? So I'm at like a 7. We get halfway down the street. My Sarge, as dispatch, calls us again. And he says, be advised, Unit 16, your 94 has just been upgraded to a 34S. 34 is aggravated battery. The S means shooting. So someone has gotten shot. Someone has gotten shot. At that point, chat, I'm like, oh, fuck. We're now at that 7 that I was at, chat. Now we're at a 10. Now we're at a 10. Because now we heard gunshots before, and that's what the call was. But now we know someone has been shot. Now, what would you guys think? And here's the thing. Because the whole situation, chat, as we pulled up to that car, everything just felt funky. Everything. It's like every single hair on my body was just sticking up. And, you know, they say, like, listen to your gut. My gut was just telling me, like, this is something bad. Something's off, right? So, as we pull up, chat, one, the engine of the car is still on. Which is all, like, I'm like, that's sussy. So, the engine of the car is still on. The driver's side door is open. And then, and this actually kind of made it feel like a movie. One of my favorite songs was playing on the radio, chat. On this radio. It was blasting. And actually, I was listening to the song earlier. This song. Pull your gun out already. Well, we hadn't actually stopped yet. Yeah, so this song was playing as we pull up. Engine's on. Driver's door is open. And this song is blasted. No one in my class knows I absolutely love this song. I love this. I love Roses by Outkast. Yeah. It's my favorite Outkast song by a million miles.
Yeah, niggas now even though you need a golden calculator to divide the time it took to look inside and realize that real guys go for real down to Mars, girls. Yeah,
this isn't a boomer song.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but lean a little bit closer, see roses really smell like boo boo boo. Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, Roses is playing on the radio, chat. Now, who thinks that as soon as we stop behind the car, chat, we should pull our guns out? Who thinks we should pull our guns out? Who thinks that we shouldn't pull our guns out? That we should go taser, or we should just approach the car, or what? Okay. So most of you guys think guns should be out. Did you ever show your music recap, by the way? No, but I can do it after this. The correct answer, chat, it's about to pop off. I'm not gonna lie, chat. What Atenza just said, it was what was running, like that was like half of what was running through my mind the entire time. This shit is as soon as I heard 34S, chat, I'm like, fuck, somebody's been shot. I'm like, I'm like, bro, I already know we're running into like shit's hot the second I stop this fucking car, it's hot. So I tell my partner, chat, again, he's working the radio, I'm the one driving. As soon as I park behind the black Dodge Durango, I'm like, Pearson, guns out, guns out. You know what I mean? Because I already know this shit is gonna be hot, chat. I already know. Then I start seeing the other signs. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can hear the fucking cars on. I'm hearing the loud Outkast music blasting. Why is the driver's side door open? Like everything is just funky with this car, chat. I'm like, I'm half expecting. I'm like, bro, this is a fucking hot scene. Somebody's about to pop out of the back of this trunk and start shooting at us or something like that. So as soon as we come to a stop, chat, we open the doors. Pearson, guns out, guns out. You know what I mean? I start making my verbal commands. Driver, step out of the vehicle. Do it now. Nobody comes out. Say it once more. I'm like, all right. I'm like, Pearson, let's go. He's like, hold on. He's like, Jordan. He's like, the passengers. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, if there are any passengers in the vehicle, step out of the car. Do it slowly. Do it now. No passengers come out, chat. So here's the question. White guy cooking? Correct. Yeah. What you will notice is like in these scenarios, sometimes there's a small thing you might miss and your partner like tells you. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I totally forgot about that. Partner got my back. What do you do now, chat? Again, you now have, the call has come out, chat. The call got upgraded to somebody got shot. We don't know where that somebody is. We don't know where the shooter is. We know there's a gun at play here. We know that the driver's side door is open. The car is on. And that there's loud ass music blasting. So it's kind of what's it called? Because like, yeah, we're working in real time, but you have to also understand as you're communicating with your partner, this is what you're talking over.
Roses really smell like boo.
So as I'm like, driver, step out of the vehicle, do it now. I'm like, let's go. He's like, hold on, Jordan, passengers, step out of the vehicle, do it now. And there is a what's it called, chat? There's a PA in the car to use like the horn so that they can hear you, the intercom system. But the problem with that is, it's like, if you mess around with that, they never want to see you, chat, take your gun and holster it to use the PA. Fuck that. We already know that this shit is hot. They don't want to see you fumbling around. You don't ever want to take the gun and put it in your left hand and then use the PA. So I was like, fuck that. I'm just yelling. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't have enough time to be fumbling around with the PA, and then they'd be like, why were you doing it? Like, fuck that. I'm just like, I'm yelling. Kiss partner, Officer George. You guys are stupid. Get the drone to check. Get the drone. You think we got drones in these cars, Anime Night? Let alone, again, this is something we got to do ASAP, chat. So we started approaching it like it's a felony stop. Once I tell Pearson, I'm like, all right, we've instructed the drivers out the car, chat. No one comes out. We've instructed the passengers out the car. No one comes out. I'm like, all right, now we just got to make our approach. I'm like, Pearson, let's go. So we're now moving towards the back of the car, chat. We're moving. I'm looking outside of my eye at Pearson. I'm like, Pearson, come on. Because I'm moving a little ahead of him. I'm trying to tell him, Pearson, come on. So we're looking, we're trying to see if anything's moving, chat. But again, my sergeant's car, it's this. It's this. It's completely blacked out. You can't see anything. So here's where we are, chat. We both put our hands on the car, if the worst happens, chat, and both of us get our fucking brains blown out, at least we can prove that we were there, because our fingerprints will be on the car. So that's why police touch your car during traffic stops, chat. Because even if you kill the cop, they can still prove that they were there without dispatch or GPS or any of that. They can just physically prove that the cop was there because they touched your license plate or they touched your car. And how did their fingerprints get on your car then? Anyways, so we get here, chat, and keep in mind we're on opposite sides and the music is playing. I want to open the door. The way that you communicate to your partner is the way that we were taught, chat, is since I was contact, I was the one giving most of the verbal commands. I'm like, on me. That's telling my partner I'm ready to go. My partner will say on you. That tells me he's ready to go as well. Then the next thing is we both just act. So we get to this door and I'm like, Pearson, on me, on you. Boom. We both pop the door open. What do you think is in the back seat of the car, chat? We found something. What was in the back seat of the car? Because we found something. What was in the back of the car? Drugs, a baby. Cops, dead body. The correct answer was, well, a deadish body. So one of the girls who works on the second floor of the academy, chat, she does a lot of administrative stuff. Her name is Brandy. She had been an actor in a bunch of our different scenarios. She was in the back seat of the Durango, laid out unresponsive with blood all over her. Fake blood, obviously, chat, for the scenario. But yes, Brandy was the gunshot victim, and she was in the back of the car. So it's like, I'm like, Pearson, on me. Pearson's like, on you. Boom. We open the door. I'm like, Pearson, I got a body. You know, we're both shocked because fucking Brandy's there dead, laid out with blood all over her. I'm like, Pearson, call EMS. He's like, I got EMS. You know what I mean? Now the thing is, chat, and this is like another like situation where TV is kind of like fucked you up. If we call EMS, chat, Will EMS come to the scene and treat Brandy? Just based on what I have told you, chat, and nothing else. It was originally gunshots. That was the original call. Then it got upgraded to someone had been shot. Battery by gunshot. Somebody been shot. Is EMS coming if we call them, chat, to try to assist Brandy? You need a warrant? What the fuck I need a warrant for? So hell no, no. Active shooter. That's a 34 AS. No. The correct answer, chat, is no. EMS is not coming. EMS will not come to our scene, chat. Based on what we have, based on it being an aggravated battery by gunshot, EMS will not even that, chat. EMS will not come to your scene until what you do is they call it code 4, right? Code 4ing means that you have cleared the scene and that the scene is no longer dangerous. EMS will not come to your scene, chat. They don't care if 100 fucking people got shot. They will not come to your scene. And it's basically the idea, and again, on TV chat, they'll be like, call an ambulance, get a bus. The ambulance comes. That's shit don't work like that. EMS isn't coming on your scene, chat. The idea is, if the scene is still dangerous, how the fuck are we going to treat people if we getting shot at, or if we get hurt, if we get stabbed? That's the whole concept, chat. Now, second question, chat. Could we code for the scene? So me and Pearson pop open the doors of the black Durango. Brandy is laying on the back. She's laying across the back seat, shot. Now I can see the driver's side because I told you guys the door's open, and I can tell that there's no one on the passenger side. There's not a body there. There's no human there. But can we code for it? Can we call this in? All right, Pearson, code for it. Can we code for it, chat? Do we know the scene is safe? Because the scene is the Durango. Do immediate first aid. They haven't taught us that, Jetstorm. They have not taught us. So you can say that. Administer first. They have not taught us that. I think we are going to do first aid at some point, but like we haven't been fucking taught first aid. We're also not doctors. So most of you guys, you haven't seen behind it. Well, so we start. So Jetstorm, we start from the rear. Yeah, we start from. We don't because like we can't. There'd be no way to start from the front of the car. When police pull you over, bro, they pull you up. The police car is behind you. So we start from here and work our way up. This is where Brandy was. This door is already open on my side. It's not open on Pearson's side, chat, but it is open on my side, and I can look in. Because I started advancing as Pearson was calling EMS. I started advancing. I hopped in, and I turned down the radio because I was like, it's just easier to communicate with my partner, chat. The answer, chat, no. The scene is not code 4 yet, chat. We called it in as code 4 because we were like, I'm like, Pearson, call this shit in. I'm like, fuck it, just call it in as code 4 because we need to get EMS on scene to try to see if we can save Brandy. The answer is, chat, the scene is not code 4. I circled around and I went back to Brandy. I was trying to talk to her. What do you guys think was what do you guys think was in the car that unfortunately we missed? And like almost every team missed this. And it should be kind of obvious when you think about it. Boom. No, chat, there's no bombs. There were no scenarios with bombs. That's a little too crazy. What do you guys think that we missed that was in the car? And I couldn't believe it, bro. I fucking had tunnel vision, chat. The second I saw Brandy, I was like, fuck. It's a body. Drugs? Nah, we don't care about drugs. Drugs, we can code for a scene, chat, if there's drugs. Because like drugs is not gonna hurt me. The other guy, that would be what's it called. So that could be something. Because the one area we have not actually gotten into, chat, was the trunk of the car. So we do not know if there is a person in here. But the more imminent threat, chat, is potential weapons. We know that Brandy got shot. There was a weapon on this side of the car, chat. Blue gun. And we fucking missed it. And I was like, no, 4B. It was a gun in the fry. I went and I reached in. I should have saw that. It was a gun in the car, chat. It was a gun in the car. What if Brandy was the bad guy? So that's actually what they talk about. Jetstorm is no. So us calling for EMS for Brandy, we have to do that regardless. However, that was what my sergeant talked about. We don't know if Brandy is someone who got shot because she's just a victim, chat. We don't know if this was like a drug. If Brandy's a bad guy and she shot somebody and also got shot, like, we don't know. And even though Brandy was shot, there was still a gun in the car. And they were saying hypothetically, you'd never know. Like, Brandy could regain consciousness. She could reach for that gun, try to shoot us because Brandy doesn't want to go to jail, etc., etc. That seems unlikely, but that's, just potential. So that was the scene of that one. That was our final simulation chat. We did about 2 sims per day. Yeah, because our class is 19 people and they broke us into 2. They had to run each sim about 10 times. So that's why you guys might be like, well, what's it called? And actually, what our Sarge said is, even before you worry about administering any first aid, chat, you need to do at least a quick search of the person for weapons. Like check the belt line, check Brandy's hands. Does she have a weapon on her? Because even though she's the one who got shot, it's like, yeah, she technically could still be, she could be a fucking killer. Like, we don't know. We'll get you treatment regardless. We'll get you EMS, but I can't have her regain consciousness and then she shoots us, chat. So that was a scenario. There was one more, which was, it wasn't on a, like, those 2 scenarios that I described to you, chat. Those were like 10s. Even the one with the old guy who shot at me, those were like 10s. You know what I mean? The second someone shoots at me, chat, shit's already at a 10. If we get a gunshot, if we get a call that comes out as gunshot, but then someone has been shot, that's a 10. As soon as I came out, Pearson, guns out. That's a 10. We got a noise complaint call, chat. 21N. 21 miscellaneous complaint N noise. So noise call, noise violation. It was on the gun ranges. Each gun range was supposed to be an apartment, chat. The call comes out or the complainant is at apartment B. So me and my partner, Kali, we're walking towards the whistle call. We're walking towards the gun ranges, and we hear loud reggae music, chat, coming out of one of the ranges. What do you guys think that we should do? You get a complaint, chat, noise complaint. They tell you that the complainant is at apartment B. You arrive on scene. There's 2 apartments. One of them has loud music coming out of it. What do you do? And I'll tell you what we did and how we messed up. And this will be the last one I talk about. I mean, you need to pat her down for weapons if she's the shooter. Well, Jetstorm, you don't know if she's the shooter or not. That's the thing. When you call 911, chat, you don't have to give 911 your information, right? Like a lot of complainants, chat, are anonymous. Like, they just call 911. Oh my God, somebody out here being shot. They out here shooting. Click, and they hang the phone up. Like, we don't know who the fuck called 911. We just know that we got to go out there. Don't step in front of the door of the apartment. Wait, what? Kick the door down. Oh, a non-issue. It's just a... Press 1 if it's just a party. Get back in the police car and just ignore the call. That's what we do. It's just a party. Who cares? Stop being a mean. Stop being a frou-frou, nosy neighbor. Just get back in the car. I love that cops are getting Durangos. Yeah, we got Durangos. Means that, what's it called? We can get away more often with how those things break. I mean, these things, look, I'm going to tell you this, Lion Kingdom. Maybe our Durangos break down, but these motherfuckers are V8s, bro. Like the ones that every single one that we have has a Hemi in it. They're fast. I know this because we drove them. We drove them during driving. They're way faster than the Ford Explorers that most of our fleet is Explorers. These Durangos, they're fast. Anyways, chat. So what me and my partner did, and I didn't make the decision because I was behind my partner. I was like scanning the area, making sure everything was okay, chat. We heard the music and we immediately went into the building that the music was coming out of. Like, I'm following Kali. Kali just, and you guys tell me if you hear an issue here. If you guys are like, Cap, what the fuck are y'all doing? Kali just opens the door, walks right on in. He just opens it. The loud music is playing. I think it was Jamming by Bob Marley. Yeah, it was Jamming by Bob Marley, that song, chat. Hold on, let me see if I can get the song. Yeah, this is the song. You guys know this song. So we're outside, we're walking, we like, okay, we got these 2 apartments. We hear Jamming by Bob Marley. We're like, oh, okay, well, obviously this is where it's coming from. You guys all heard this song, right? I wanna jam with you. We're jamming. And I hope you like jamming too. All right. No search warrant. Well, it's not even that. It's not even no search warrant, chat. Can police just turn the door and walk into your house? Can they do that, chat? Can the police just turn the door and just open it and walk into your fucking house? Like, no, chat. We did that. Kali just turns the door. He turns the door handle. Goes walking into the apartment, and I'm like, fuck, well, we here now. I'm his partner. I'm backing him up. And my sergeant is in there, chat. And he has a nail gun. And he's like, what are y'all doing in my house? He's like, what y'all doing in my apartment? And I'm thinking, your apartment? I'm like, oh, fuck. Did we go? It took a sec. I was like, bro, did we go in the wrong apartments? Oh my God. First thing we do, chat. Because I'm just, this had been right after we got shot at, chat. So I think I was too turned up, chat. Like, I was still on a 10 because the last call that we had was our sergeant fucking shooting at us with a rifle. So I'm mentally like still up here, even though this is a noise complaint, chat, and I should actually be down here. You know what I mean? So maybe this is just Cap being a bad cop. Like, I'm still turned up from getting shot at, but like the call, chat, is a noise complaint. I should really be at like a 1 or a 2, but I'm still on like a 8, maybe 8, 9. You know what I mean? So I'm like, sir, put down the weapon. He's like, our sergeant again. He's awesome. He's like, weapon. He's like, this is a nail gun, man. I'm working on my house. I'm like, put down the weapon. I'm like, let me see your hands. He's like, nah, man, y'all doing too much. Y'all need to get out of here. Oh my God. He's like, what are you? He's like, y'all still haven't told me what y'all doing in my apartment. And it took like a second for me to be like, okay. Bring this shit down. I'm like, sir, I'm Officer Jordan with the New Orleans Police Department. This is my partner, Officer Kali with the New Orleans Police Department. I'm like, we're here because we got a noise complaint at this residence. And he's like, a noise complaint? He's like, from who? What should we say, chat? What should our response be? Because our sergeant, he's like a 30-year vet, chat. He knows how to play us, chat. He's such a good actor. And he knows how to play us. From your mom, some Karen, anonymous, someone who lives nearby. Those are all correct except your mom. What I said was, well, we got a complaint from Brandy. Big no-no, chat. Big no-no. You do not tell the suspect or the perpetrator, chat, the complainant's name. Why? Doxed? Yes. Because he was like, some of y'all told me who the complainant was. And he's like, guess what I'm gonna do the second y'all leave? I'm gonna go across to her apartment, I'm gonna beat her ass. That is why, chat. You do not tell the suspect the complainant's name ever. You say someone in the area. You know, like, oh, like who complained on me? Someone in the area. Not a big deal. But that's why, chat. It didn't even click on me not to tell my sergeant that it was from. I was like Brandy. I was like, yeah, we got a complaint from Brandy. He was like, Brandy? He was like, I know her. He was like, she complained on me? Like, damn, chat. So we was just, what's it called? Why did you say? Because it was just, I didn't think about it, phobic. It was just like instinct. I'm not necessarily, like, it's not necessarily lying if you just say from another resident, or if you just say someone in the area. You're supposed to really just say someone in the area. But it was, I don't know, it was just like natural, like Brandy. Like, I wasn't really thinking about it. You know what I mean? So we spend the next probably 2-3 minutes, chat, trying to de-escalate the situation, even though, would you guys agree, we already fucked up like 3-4 times? We fucked up by going in the wrong apartment first. Then we fucked up by giving him the complainant's name, which we weren't supposed to do that. He also said, he was like, guys, he was like, for a noise complaint, even if the person has something in their hands, he was like, bring it down. It's a noise complaint. This is not a violent crime. I would say it's a little bit of a fuck up, because he was like, let me see your hands. Put down the weapon. He was like, you guys should have came in and been like, hey, I see you. He was like, hey, can you put that down right quick? He was like, can you put down the nail gun? It don't need to be on the 10, because our sergeant was like, how you guys came at me, if you guys came at me at like a 10, he was like, I was just going to bring it up more and more. He was like, exactly what you guys gave me is exactly how I was going to respond. Is that why cops don't tell us? Yeah, I mean, Spy Fox, if you ask, like, if I knock on your door because I get a complaint on you and you ask who called, like, I'm not telling you. Like, I know who called. Even if I don't know who, I'm not going to tell you, because there's no reason to. It could just potentially cause problems for the person who complained. You know what I mean? Just shoot them and save yourself the embarrassment. Did you fail? We haven't gotten our scores back yet. But midterm Sims, chat, is not about like passing and failing. Midterm Sims is just more of an assessment of like, all right, we just want to see what you guys are going to do. We want to see that you guys have some tactics, etc., etc. And then we want to give you tips and show you guys the things that you did wrong so that you can better, you can do better the next time. But yeah, that's how that scenario went, chat. And like, because my sergeant, he was intentionally being like a jerk. He was like, all right, since you guys came in, you guys didn't knock. Who agrees, chat, that we should have knocked first? Even if we entered the wrong apartment, we should have knocked and not just opened the door and walked in. Because, yeah, that was another thing we didn't do, chat. We did not knock. We just opened the door and fucking walked into the apartment and was like, we here now. Knock, knock, kick. Well, you wouldn't kick the door down, Rye, for a noise complaint. You would kick the door down for, like, exigent circumstances. Like, okay, if it was like a domestic disturbance, right? Like domestic violence, and you knock on the door and you hear a woman like scream like, oh my God, it's Vivian. Like, okay, then you kicking the door down. That's exigent circumstances. That lady in there getting her ass whooped by the guy, he might be stabbing her, choking her. We going in the house. That's just kick the fucking door down. The city will, me as the police officer, I don't care about your door, but like, they'll figure that shit out later. That's exigent circumstances. That's when they kick the door down. So anyways, chat, and I'm not gonna lie, I got, because between the music and between my sergeant like arguing with us, like, and we're trying to bring it down. I got like a teeny bit of tunnel vision where my partner Collie, he realized like we're in the wrong apartment, we fucked up. So my partner was like, Jordan. He was like, we out. And I was like, I'm like, what? He's like, we out. He was like, we leaving. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. It's almost like, chat, he had to snap me out of it. You know what I mean? He's like, he had to snap me out the train. He's like, Jordan. He's like, we done. He's like, we leaving. I'm like, okay, I guess we leaving. You know what I mean? So tunnel vision is real, chat. Tunnel vision is real. And like police work, not just because like your cortisol and your stress goes up in these scenarios, but also you get like so hyper focused on like one element. You know, they always say like look at the entire area, but that shit is hard, chat. Like once I got the suspect or the perpetrator in front of me, that's my focus. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while to realize, like, oh, we're in the wrong fucking apartment. We're grilling this guy and the girl Brandy, chat, the one who was dead in the back of the car, she was the complainant on this call. So what she would do is when she saw you go into the wrong apartment, she would come up to the window and do this. Hold on, let me make myself bigger. She'd come up to the window and she'd be like, hey, I'm there, like this, you know what I mean? And she's laughing and stuff like that. She's knocking on the what's it called. So yeah, it was an interesting week, chat. It was an interesting week. This partner, lol. Good God, y'all are back, bro. It was our first time. It was our first time, chat. It was our first time. Still a top 10 NOPD officer. You know, this department's trying to get better. What's up, Lewis? What's up, Lion Kingdom? NOPD couldn't even find. Whoa. Wait, not NYPD. He wasn't in New York. He was in Pennsylvania, right? The Luigi guy, chat.